Welcome back. Today, we follow a builder into the winter forest, transforming a hollowed stump into a lasting shelter. Fine wood shavings catch a spark far faster than whole twigs. The increased surface area allows the initial heat to ignite the fibers instantly. In these damp conditions, securing that first ember is critical. With a warming fire established, the focus shifts to gathering supplies. Navigating this terrain requires steady footing. The freezing stream offers a vital resource, provided it can be safely boiled later. The hollow tree offers a natural foundation. Utilizing an existing structure saves crucial energy and provides an immediate windbreak against the dropping temperatures. Clearing the exterior of the stump ensures that new materials sit flush against the wood. Uneven bark or dead growth creates air pockets which drain heat. A clean surface allows the incoming frame to distribute weight efficiently, anchoring the new shelter directly into the root system. Securing each joint prevents the structure from shifting under heavy snowfall or high winds. A rigid frame is the difference between a restful night and a collapsed roof. The interior requires heavy modification before nightfall. Thick limbs serve as the primary load-bearing rafters, requiring substantial effort to haul through the brush. Leveling the earth inside removes rocks and roots that would draw heat directly from a resting body. Compacting the soil floor also creates a stable base for the protective walls. The vertical sticks woven across the opening serve as a skeletal lattice. This dense arrangement will eventually trap a layer of dead air. Closing the gap restricts wind flow, drastically reducing temperature fluctuations inside the shelter. A waterproof barrier on the floor is essential. It prevents the damp earth from sapping thermal energy through conduction. As dusk approaches, fuel becomes the absolute priority. The surrounding deadwood must be harvested quickly. Ferrocerium burns at nearly 3,000 degrees. Directing these intense sparks into the dry core of the shavings guarantees ignition, even when the ambient humidity is high. A well-fed fire operates on a cycle of ember production. The intense heat radiates outward, drying the damp mud of the hearth and preparing the next layer of logs for combustion. Processing wood near the flames allows the radiant heat to warm the craftsman. Dense hardwood split now will provide the slow-burning coals necessary until dawn. Snow is mostly trapped air. Melting it requires a surprising amount of thermal energy, making a roaring fire necessary to produce enough drinking water. Hydration in freezing environments is often overlooked, yet it is vital for maintaining core body temperature. The hot water warms the body from the inside out, reducing the caloric burden of fighting off the chill. This period of rest is just as critical as the physical labor. The shelter provides a windbreak, the fire provides heat, and the craftsman can finally recover. By morning, the environment demands further adaptation. Surviving a single night is only the first step. Expanding the shelter requires navigating the slick, frozen terrain. Clearing the snow exposes the frozen earth below, establishing a solid footing for the expansion. Building directly on snow would cause the structure to shift and sink as the ground eventually thaws. Straight, heavy logs are chosen for their structural integrity. These primary beams will form the backbone of a lean-to addition, significantly increasing the protected footprint of the camp. Spacing the rafters evenly distributes the eventual weight of the roof. Precise placement prevents weak points that could buckle under heavy accumulation. Smaller branches woven laterally create a dense matrix. This web catches the insulating debris and stops wind from tearing through the gaps in the primary rafters. The skeletal phase is complete. The expanded structure now securely hugs the original hollow tree. A border log contains the bedding, preventing it from sliding onto the damp soil. A vertical post at the entrance breaks the incoming wind and provides a sturdy anchor point for the roof. Elevating the bed is a fundamental principle of cold weather survival. The wooden frame creates an air gap between the sleeping surface and the freezing ground, effectively halting conductive heat loss. The shelter is now a defensible space. Deadfall suspended above the wet ground remains dry inside. This seasoned wood will split cleanly and burn exceptionally well. Final layers are added to the roof to shed melting snow. A steeply pitched surface forces moisture downward, keeping the interior bone dry. Preparation is key for the long night ahead. Scraping the inner bark creates a highly combustible pile of fine fibers. Using a glove isolates the tinder from the moisture of the mud, ensuring the spark catches instantly and thrives. A fire pit dug below the surface line protects the nascent flame from shifting winds. As the embers mature, adjusting the airflow allows the core temperature to rise dramatically, generating enough radiant heat to reach the back wall of the lean-to. Every foray into the dark requires burning precious calories. The wood collected now must offer a high energetic return. With the primary survival needs met, careful craft replaces urgent labor. Complex carbohydrates and fats are essential for the body to generate internal heat. Root vegetables provide a dense, sustained energy source that will fuel the metabolic furnace long after the fire dies down. Cooking directly on glowing coals provides an intense, even heat. A sealed lid traps the steam, significantly reducing the boil time and conserving both water and fuel. What was an empty hollow is now a fortified camp. The wood, the fire, and the structure operate as one system, transforming a hostile environment into a place of comfort. Every carefully placed log and woven branch is what this security now rests on. Survival is more than endurance. It is foresight.